Christian, obviously the gap in score last two Bills games have been pretty lopsided. Do you all look at that and say it shouldn't be this way? Our teams are more close, more comparable in talent than what the score reflects.
You really just got to take each game, game by game. You can't really think about that, Obviously, the last two times we played them, they were the better team that day. But we just got to focus on this game and the task at hand. Just following the game plan, working hard, studying hard, and just prepare as best as possible so we get a good result Sunday.
I wanted to ask you about Emmanuel Ogbah. What has stood out to you about what he's been doing this season and also since his arrival?
Yeah, no, well, I love having Og around. He's a great teammate. He's the vet in our room. So, he sees, sometimes he sees things that we don't see, or just cannot always help us in all the ways he can. But he just loves to compete, loves to play. He always plays hard, runs after the ball, great get off, ability to pass rush, and he's strong in the run game. Whether he's on the edge or inside, he just does a really good job for us.
It's been a few weeks, but how much does that first loss against Buffalo still kind of stick in guys' minds?
I mean, again, that was so long ago. You don't really, again, like I was kind of saying earlier, you don't really try to think about that. You focus on this week, because they're a different team than they were then, and we're a different team too. So, you just got to have the right approach, week by week basis. Don't really think about the past, and just focus on the present and what we got to do this week.
Christian, in what ways do you think that your defense has gotten better since that first meeting?
I feel like the obvious one is that we got better at defending the run. We've been able to do a pretty good job the last few weeks, which is important. We're just gonna, that's obviously the big one, but we just try to improve each and every day, each and every week, and just, it's not ever going to be a perfect game, but we're going to try to always strive for that each week.
Christian, I know you're a high energy guy. How do you bring that energy and juice when?
Say again like that.
How do you bring that energy and juice when things have gone like they have the last?
I mean, it's just a part of me. It's just part of who I am. It doesn't matter, whether we're undefeated or 1-6. Like, you just got to be who you are, and that's important. That's what you kind of need at this time. When things aren't going as you would want. You need that leadership. You need guys to bring some juice, bring a spark, and just really, just have some fun, because this is still just a game. You know what I mean? It's a work to us. We love it. We're passionate about it, but it's still a game, so I'm always going to have fun playing this game.
You see guys still having fun?
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely still great energy around the facility and around the building. And guys just come in still every day with the right mindset and, just want to get better and want to, just keep striving to be our best.
Christian, on the subject of fun, incredible oversight, but last week we forgot to ask you how much pleasure you got out of seeing Flores in a Clemson shirt.
I mean, yeah, well, it's just good to know that you got someone who likes to, keep their word and pay their debts. So that's just good. It was kind of fun for a second. I got a chuckle out of that. So.
Christian, we've seen your production in terms of the counting stats kind of tick up this year. And last week I talked to Zach Sealer about kind of some of the stuff you worked on. He mentioned your hands. I'm curious how your work on on just what you do with your hands has kind of correlated to that uptick in production this season.
Yeah, I recognize that, as an area for me to improve on. So all off season, just countless reps of shooting my hands, inside hands, just doing grip things, to make my hands stronger, just, because that's important, obviously, as a D lineman. And just really hands and eyes go together. So seeing my hands in, shooting at my target, and just being strong at the point of attack, that's something I've just tried to improve on all off season and continue to try to improve on each week during the season.
Christian, sorry, go ahead, Marcel.
I think since the last time you guys played the Bills, they moved Daryl Williams into guard. You noticed a difference, besides just personnel, a difference in like productivity or anything, in what that group looks like with him inside?
Not so much in product, like not so much of a difference there, like anything I noticed, but it does present a different challenge where I'm used to one guy being in there. But now they kind of switch it up. So, but at the end of the day, I just play with the techniques and the fundamentals I'm taught. that we should be fine there. But it's definitely just a little bit of a switch up and a little bit of a different look than I'm used to. So
How much are you guys emphasizing getting off to a fast start?
that's all. Yeah, well, no, that's always important. We stress that each week, regardless of the opponent and regardless of the game. It's always important to start fast and finish fast. So if we can do that and just keep that momentum and and just start fast and keep going, it'll put us in a good, hopefully a good enough position to carry it out and get on the right end of things this week. So.
I know it's obviously coach's job to point out mistakes on tape, but how much have the coordinators and Flo been in terms of trying to stay positive and upbeat so that the group doesn't get down at 1-6?
Yeah, no, I feel like I said, there's still been just good energy around the building and everybody, not just players, coaches, everybody just still trying to, because, it's easy to start going off the rails and things like that, but there's still a lot in front of us and we're just trying to get better each week.
A lot of times teams go on these kind of lulls. You have players who maybe get folks together for a meeting and talk.
I can't hear you. I can't at all.
Sorry. A lot of times when you go through a lull, a losing streak, you'll see sometimes the players will lead a meeting, get everybody together. Have you felt a need to or done that so far this year?
Well, I'm gonna keep that between us, whether we've done that or not, or if that's something but I'll just leave that between us. But again, like I kind of was saying earlier, we got good leadership on this team and guys who want to win and guys who, played a lot of ball in this league. So, we're trying to just figure things out to, do whatever it takes to get on the right side of things.